U.S. Army Medal of Honor recipient Dennis Fujii. From the 18th to the 22nd of February 1971, Specialist 5 Dennis Fujii was serving as crew chief aboard a helicopter ambulance during rescue operations in Laos. Fujii was serving with the 237th Medical, and the team's mission was to evacuate seriously wounded Vietnamese military personnel from the midst of a raging battlefield. The aircraft's primary approach to the bullet-infested landing zone was thwarted by heavy volumes of enemy fire directed at the helicopter. As the pilot made a second landing attempt, the enemy concentrated a barrage of flak at the air ambulance, which damaged the craft and caused it to crash in the conflict area, injuring Fujii. Moments later, another U.S. helicopter successfully landed near the wreckage of Fujii's airship and extracted all the downed crewmen except for Fujii, who was unable to board due to the intense enemy fire directed at him. Rather than further endanger the lives of his comrades aboard the second helicopter, Fujii waved the craft out of the combat area and remained behind as the only American on the battlefield. Subsequent attempts to rescue him were aborted due to the violent anti-aircraft fire. Fujii finally secured a radio and informed the aviators in the area that the landing zone was too hot for further evacuation attempts. During the night and all through the next day, Fujii disregarded his own wounds as he administered first aid to the Allied casualties. On the night of February 19, the Allied perimeter came under ruthless assault by a reinforced enemy regiment supported by heavy artillery. Once again obtaining a radio transmitter, Fujii called in helicopter gunships to assist the small unit in repelling the attack. For a period of over 17 consecutive hours, Fujii repeatedly exposed himself to hostile fire as he left the security of his entrenchment to better observe enemy troop positions and to direct airstrikes against them. At times the fighting became so vicious that Fujii was forced to interrupt radio transmittal in order to place suppressive rifle fire on the enemy while at close quarters. Though wounded and severely fatigued by February 20, Fujii bore the responsibility for the protection and defense of the friendly encampment until an American helicopter could land and attempt to airlift him from the area. As his air ambulance left the battlefield, it received numerous hits and was forced to crash land at another South Vietnamese Ranger base approximately 4 kilometers from the specialist's original location. The totally exhausted Specialist 5 Fujii remained at the Allied camp for 2 more days until yet another helicopter could return him to Phao Bay for medical assistance. To read the heart-stopping stories of over 30 more of our greatest war heroes, please check out the paperback and ebook, Giant Killers, War Heroes and Special Forces Legends. Available now on Amazon.